Salute, 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 everybody. Salute, 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 salute. Happy July. Everybody, first things first, happy July. And a big happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy hump day. Salute, everybody. Salute, 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 salute. The champ is in the house. The champ is here. The 2025 new king champ is in the house. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me start off here by saluting the chat here real quick. Salute, 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 salute. Welcome everybody to the dome on verdict day today. Salute, 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 salute. King Young 30, what's going on? Salute to you, Rim Rock, my Wolfpack brother. Salute to you, salute. You knew my beautiful Wolfpack sister. Salute, salute. I'll be dropping a link for you shortly. Sikkim, what's going on, bro? Salute, salute. No cap. Salute to you, salute. Brooklyn Hood, what's going on? Walt, salute to you. Neptune fam, salute to you, salute, salute. Glad to see you, bro. Good to see you, bro. Salute, 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 salute. Slam, knew what's going on. Salute to you, bro. Salute, salute. Jenny Velez, what's going on? Salute, salute, salute. Alpha from the OHIO. Salute to you. Salute, 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 salute. All right. So all of you, it's obvious that a lot of people are at work or either in traffic or traveling. You know, you're either on your way home from work or you're on your way home on your way out of town. Salute to you, Big Greg. Salute to you. Salute. Those of you at work, you're listening, not able to type. Salute to you, my beautiful Wolfpack sister together. Salute to you, salute, 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 salute. Desmond G, salute to you, salute. What's going on? Salute, 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 salute. All right. Now, before I get into the Diddy thing, I'm just going to make a huge, big announcement because all of you know it's July. You know what that means. We're transitioning over to sports and we're going to be doing reactions. Content is going to switch up over here. All right. So the content is going to change. And I just want to make this announcement right here. Okay. Because I do this every year, July. So all of this talk about I'm running or whatever, that's crazy. That's you know, I won. Okay. I won clear hands down by a landslide. It was like got done what OKC did to Indiana in game 7. It was equivalent to that. So we all know this. But I just want to make this announcement. Now, there are some that, you know, you like the beef. You like what you like. People like the content. You know, they like the beef stuff. Okay, so one thing I'm not gonna do, and out of the 4 years going on 4 years that I've been on YouTube, I will never tell my supporters where they can or cannot go. We're all grown men and women. I'm never gonna come on here and give no ultimatum or tell you, well, if you go and listen to my op, then don't come back. I'm not going to do that because number one, I run a platform over here. The Terror Dome, salute to you, Lonnie. Salute to you. Good to see you. I run a platform. I don't run a damn cult. Okay. I am Armando Black. I'm not Jim Jones. Okay. This is 20 East Wolfpack. This ain't the People's Temple. Okay. I mean, what I look like telling grown men and women where the hell they can't go. I'm not paying your bills. I'm not paying your damn internet bill. You go where the hell you want to go. So I can't speak for nobody else, but I'm speaking for me, Armando Black. All right. I ain't even speaking for D-Truth or You New or Together or Rim Rock or anybody else. These are my thoughts. All right. Look, if you rock with me, you my supporter, and I'm not live, and you choose to go listen to the Munchkin, or if you choose to go listen to Assaturd, I'm not going to hold that against you. Because you see, the thing is, unlike some other clowns, I know the difference between real supporters and people that just watch for the fuck shit. You see what I'm saying? I know who my real supporters are. They're not going anywhere. They're going to rock with me no matter what. No matter what's being said by my ops, okay? Now, the people that are just watching, that are just coming for the fuck shit or whatever, those people are not your real supporters. So for anybody to sit there and say, salute to you, Aisha Bean, salute to you. So for anybody to sit there and give ultimatums, handing out ultimatums and telling people where you can or cannot go, number one, they're insecure. They're insecure, all right? They don't have confidence in their mic skills to keep you interested. They don't have confidence in the content that they're feeding you. Number two, they got something to hide. They're afraid that your ops is going to say something that may sway them or change their mind about you. So that goes back to their insecurity. You see what I'm saying? So I may say a lot of things and I may do a lot of fuck shit over here. But one thing I will never tell any of my supporters is, hey, look, you rocking with me, I don't want to see you in any of my ops chat. I don't want to see you in Assatur chat. I don't want to see you in Angelo chat. I don't want to see you in the Munchkin chat. I will never say that because I am Armando Black. I'm cold. I'm one of the coldest Negroes in this sector on the mic. I'm very confident. Salute to you, Super Jim. I'm very confident in my mic skills. I know you coming back home. See, when I cook over here, my cooking, my cooking, when I cook on the mic, it's addictive. You gonna come back. I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that. And my real supporters are not gonna, I'm confident that my real supporters, they're not gonna allow my ops to brainwash them with bullshit or refried bean bullshit or anything like that. So I say that to say this. Hey, my supporters are free to go where the hell they want to go. Once again, salute to you, D-True. Bro, salute to you. Salute to you. Salute to you, Buttercup. Salute to you. Once again, my supporters, to everybody, salute to you, B Breezy. I am not running a cult. I run a platform. I'm in the entertainment business. I'm not in the cult business. I would never tell a grown person what they can or cannot do or where they can or cannot go. This is the Terror Dome. This ain't the fucking People's Temple, okay? So I ain't sitting there holding or trying to hold grown folks hostage on where they can or cannot go, all right? That's them insecure Negroes that do shit like that. So it is what it is. I just wanted to put that out there. Now, on to more important subjects. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? You knew I'm getting ready to drop the link for you. Together. Whoever else went. Hey, when y'all gonna start listening to me? When are y'all gonna start listening to me? I told y'all. I told you. I told you. I told you. Now, before I even get started, hold on. Before I even get started on this Diddy thing, before I even get started on this Diddy thing, is he dead ass wrong? Yes. Salute to you, beautiful, gorgeous Angelica. Salute to you. Is he dead ass wrong? Yes. Does he deserve some kind of time? Yes. Okay. But they went about it the wrong way. They overplayed their hand. Exactly, Big Greg. The prosecution overplayed their hand. You can't put nobody in prison for life for damn prostitution or tricking. The prosecution overplayed their hand. They did a lousy job. They didn't roll out any valid evidence when it came to the racketeering and when it came to the sex trafficking. It was more about domestic violence. You can't do RICO for one person. Exactly. You cannot do RICO for one person. It was based from the story. Now, if it was like R. Kelly, where you had like dozens of victims and like 20, 30 women or whatever, yeah, over a 20-year span, yeah, but you had one person that killed the racketeering thing. The trafficking, they didn't bring up no specific evidence or whatever. Now on the Mann Act thing. And then I'm going to say this real quick. Then you knew, and then I'm going to shut up and let you have the floor. All right. The Mann Act, everyone, you have to remember where it originated from. The Mann Act was created specifically back in the Jim Crow days. Black men, white women. There were a lot of. I mean, it just the jungle fever thing didn't just start in our generation. It was going on back 100 years ago. Salute to you, 225 girl. Salute to you. Good to see you. And go dogs.
Hello.
Say if a man, a black man, and a young black man and a young white female met, fell in love in the South. Let's say in Mississippi somewhere. Okay, so you know you can date freely. You can walk around and hold hands in damn Jackson, Mississippi, or Tupelo, Mississippi back then, 100 years ago. So what did they do? They would go. If they wanted to get married, they wanted to be in a serious monogamous relationship, they had to go up north. They had to go to Chicago, you knew. They had to go to Detroit, or they had to go, out west somewhere to California. They had to go where the states didn't care. Boston, New York, Pennsylvania. They had to go up north, above the Mason-Dixon line. All right. So when you started having black celebrities doing it, like Stephen Fletcher and Jack Johnson, when they started, mingling with the white women or whatever, then, it became cool and popular and, and then they was like, wait a minute now, we got to put a stop to this. So they came up with the Mann Act, where if you're transporting a woman across state lines, and you are having, and it can be proven that you had sex with her, then boom, you go into prison. But that right there, that law needs to be stretched because it's outdated. All right. The Mann Act. Do you know how many of us men would be in prison if they punish everybody for the Mann Act? So you mean to tell me now, and I'm gonna give you an example. Say if I got a female friend in California and I fly her to Georgia, all right, I introduce her to Sikkim at a party, okay? And, without my knowledge, the fee, it's just hypothetical now, Sikkim, don't get mad now. And she just say, hey, look, hey, $100, you could do whatever the hell you want to do to me. Oh, and it goes down. So should I go to prison for the Mann Act? Because that's what the Mann Act is. I'm going to give you another example. When I was producing them joints, back in my single wild days when I was producing them joints, I had to fly talent in. I had to fly Pinky and salute to you, Damn D. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Happy Wednesday to you. I had to fly talent in, so I had to fly the Pinkies and the Capri Styles and the Roxy Reynolds. So if I fly them in, so I could complete my project, the video, okay, and of course they were going to get paid. That right there would be considered the Mann Act. So you understand what I'm saying? That right there is outdated. That law is outdated and it needs to be scratched.
Okay.
I yield the flow, sis.
Hey, Dandy. How you doing? How's everybody doing in the chat? So, what you're telling me, what he's being accused of, I'm talking about the guilty part. Is that what you're talking about right now? The guilty part?
Well, when he flew in the male escorts to the
Yes.
freak offs.
Yes.
That's considered a Mann Act because they were from a different state. They weren't from New York, so he flew them in. So
Okay.
yes, if you're going based off the law, salute to you, Angie B. Salute to you. If you're going based off the law, yes, he's
Hmm.
guilty of the Mann Act. But what I'm trying to tell you is, in this day and time, in 2025, say if you're in the music industry and you need to fly in background dancers from St. Louis to Atlanta,
Hmm.
all right, and you can't keep your eye on all of these girls, what they doing or whatever. So if they hook up with one of your male background dancers or whatever, and money is changed or whatever, or some gifts given or whatever behind your back,
Hmm.
does that make you guilty of the Mann Act?
No, but I think the reason why they're looking at him as being guilty for that is because of all the other stuff that they were charging him with. So they were like, okay, well, we couldn't find that you were guilty on this, but that sounds like you are guilty for this. So they're charging him for what they felt like that he was guilty for. And that is why he's being charged. And I hope if he is, if he is guilty, I'm not saying that he is because allegedly this is what they're saying. This is what the jury's saying. They're saying that he's guilty of this, right? So basically,
Mhm.
I feel like if you're guilty, then you should get the max. You got out of all the other stuff. Excuse my language. You got out of all the other stuff. So why not give him the max? That's 10 years per person. That's 20 years tops.
Okay. But the thing what I'm trying to tell you is, you knew, and this was 1985.
Mm,
Yes, he would be looking at a good 20 years, like we discussed over the
mm-hmm,
phone earlier. He would be looking
mm-hmm,
at a good 20 years. But this is
mm-hmm.
2025. All right.
Right.
How many of these young rappers do you see flying in talent, flying in girls, and flying in all kinds of, different people to parties and stuff? You even got athletes, NFL
Yeah,
players
they do have people that do that.
flying in
But
flying in females for favors, and I mean, your party ain't gonna jump without the females.
right, but you also don't have witnesses up there saying he did what he did. Like what he's being accused of is with that oil. I don't even know if he did or did not. Allegedly, he put something in there that made them loosen up. That is illegal for you to put something in something in in a drink, in anything, because they didn't know, they would have not known about it. So they're sitting there getting oiled up, not knowing that they're about to get loosened up. That's illegal.
Okay, but the thing about it is, nobody took the stand and
Mm-hmm.
testified, hey, I was drugged.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have people, and I ain't bringing up no old stories or anything like that, but I'm saying there have been people in our sector
Mm-hmm.
falsely accused of putting stuff in somebody's drink, and it was never proven. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
What we think and what you can prove are two different things.
Right. And another thing is, he got it. Another thing, I hope he does get 20 years just because of what he used to do to Cassie, what he did to her in that hotel room. Just for seeing that, he should be getting
That's
charged for that.
domestic violence. That's
I know
domestic
it's
violence.
domestic violence, but because he's not going to get charged for that, I'm glad he's getting charged for something else. I hope he gets 20
Well,
years. I just thought about that.
I
Thank
told
you, Dan B.
I
You
told you
reminded me of that.
I told you he gonna get charged with something. But I also told you this. I told you this back in January before I got sick. I told you.
Yes.
I said the
Yes.
only thing they're gonna be able to prove. Appreciate that slap on the neck, Big Red. The only thing they're gonna be able to prove is domestic
Mm-hmm.
violence. To many, you have to admit, sis. That's the only thing that they've actually been able to prove throughout this entire case is domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
And how many men do you know that you've heard of now? Because you report on domestic violence and violence against
Mm-hmm.
women on your channel and stuff like that. How
Yes.
many times have you ever known any man to get 10, 20 years for domestic violence. Hell, we see
No,
dudes in
they
the
get slapped
sector
on the hand.
that
They get slapped
get
on the
slapped on
hand.
the wrist. Yeah, don't get no time
Nope,
in jail.
nope.
But
And
I
they
went
should.
and Lonnie brought a good up. Lonnie brought up another good point, and I just want to reference this. Thank you, Lonnie. Listen, listen. People need to quit acting like Cassie is a sweet, innocent angel, and
Okay,
she's not.
first of all, wait. Before, hold up.
Let me finish.
No,
She
no,
ain't.
you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. I don't care if Cassie's a good girl or a bad girl, but you're not gonna sit here and say that she deserved what she got.
No,
We're not gonna do that.
if you let me, nope. If you let me finish what I was about to say, because I led off. You see, you need to get out of that
Mhm.
feminist stuff. That feminist
Okay,
stuff ain't gonna work on me. Because I got
okay,
feminists. I'm surrounded by feminists, women in my
okay,
family.
okay.
Okay,
I just
all right.
want
So
to make sure
that
you're
shit
not
ain't gonna
saying
work.
that.
We debate all the
Hey,
time.
be
That
true.
ain't gonna work on me. That Dulo ain't gonna work on me. I never
Okay.
said that she wasn't a victim of domestic violence. I let it off.
Mm-hmm.
I let it off and said, yes, the man deserves something. And I said this back there in January when we
Yeah.
was discussing it then. I said, yes, it's obvious he put his hands on her.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my thing is, her hands are not clean. We
No, they're
talking about
not.
the case. Hold up, let me finish. Hold up. Her hands are not
Go ahead.
clean.
Okay.
You heard those male escorts. You
Yes.
heard what they said when they
Yeah.
testified. All right.
Okay. I
She
don't
was
believe
the
them, but go
bottom.
ahead. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that's you. Essence of
Mm-hmm.
democracy is the freedom of choice. You believe what you want to
Mm-hmm.
believe. I'm entitled to believe what I want to believe. I got
Okay.
boots on the ground in New York.
I,
And she played a huge role in the entire operation. All
okay.
right. She played a huge role. And let me say it
Okay.
again. Cassie's
Mm,
hands are covered with not as much as P. Diddy, but her hands are covered in blood when it comes to the situation, too.
mm,
My thing is, if me and you and D Truth go out and we commit a crime, all three of us commit a crime together, and they let you off, use you against me, and use you and D
mm-hmm.
Truth turn y'all state's evidence and use y'all against me to try to put me away. That don't make it right. They don't make y'all any more innocent than me because we
Right.
all committed the damn crime together.
Right. Right. I agree with that. I agree with
All
that.
right then.
And let me talk. But let me talk. Let me tell you
Go ahead.
something.
Go ahead. You
I
got the
get
floor.
what
Go
you're
ahead.
saying. Okay, I get what you're saying about Cassie not being this innocent, pure child and all this, but she is a human being and she is a woman who's been beaten by this man. So there is no but when it comes to he should have gotten some years for that. He got away with it. Instead, he gave her money. He went ahead and settled with her out of court. Correct or not? So he wouldn't do no time. Did he not give her a settlement so he can stay out of going to court for it? Yes or
How
no?
much was it, you knew? Yes,
Wasn't it
but I
like
want to ask you a
30
follow up
million?
question. How much was it?
Wasn't wasn't it like 30 million or something? It was a lot of money.
Okay, so you ask any millionaire or billionaire, do they want to
Hmm.
hand over $30 million? Who want to
Do
hand
they?
over $30 million? Who want to just hand over that kind of money? So
I,
to me, look, that right, I ain't saying that ain't time. You're right, that
mhm.
ain't time. But 30 million, how many women that have gotten their ass whooped or have been a victim from domestic violence have settled out of court for that kind of money?
Yeah, that part I don't get because they got to remember they're not the only ones that could be possibly in the later on in the future have the same issue. See, if they go and take some, if they can keep them in jail instead of dropping charges, so they can get either money out of it or dropping charges because they're scared. Um, I feel like they need to go ahead and keep the charges on there for the fact that what about other women? You might be getting beaten down, but you have proof and you can go to court. Now, if you put him in jail, give him that time. He'll start thinking about, do I want to go back to jail? Do I want to keep putting my hands on these women? And they're also, even the judge will give them what they call that. Um, they have to go to some kind of oh my goodness, I can't get the word out. You know what I'm talking about for domestic violence
let let let
counseling,
let me let,
counseling.
let, let, let me just say something. Let me just say
What?
something here. What he did to
What?
her was egregious.
Mm-hmm.
The domestic violence, you know how I feel about that shit. Any man that put their hands on a female is a freaking coward in my book. Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, and I just want to talk to the women. If a man is putting their hands on you, all it should take is one time. So if you sit there and you allow a man to beat on you and hit on you for a year, 2 years, three
Mm-hmm.
years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, eight, nine, 10,
Yeah,
all right, you need to start looking in the mirror at your damn self.
I
All
get
this
that.
should take is one time. All this should take is one time. Man put his hands on you. Look, when he show you who he is, that's who he is.
Right.
All of that,
I
well, he
agree.
gonna change. I
Yeah.
love him. He just had a bad. No, that is who he is. It's
Yeah.
in him. It's
And
baked
it
in
gets
him.
worse.
He ain't gonna change.
And it gets worse. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree on that part. But they got these damn women who want to drop charges and let the state now, the state takes charge over it, but they're not going to get that many years compared to if she was to charge him for it. That way he'll learn his lesson, go to counseling, whatever it is that he needs. They need to do this is what they need to do now. But a lot of women are out here, they're either scared or they're being threatened that they're going to be, showing. Okay, so first of all, this is another thing about women. I don't know if you agree with this or not, but I feel like
You say
women need to
gorilla
stop
pimple.
doing things. No, women need to stop doing things that they're going to regret later on, which is um, filming themselves doing things that they don't want to be put out there in public because that's one of the threats that he has on her. He's got this little, films on her. That's one of the threats that kept her from going to court on him for the DD. Did you know that?
Okay.
And do you? This is 2025. Do you know how many? You know how many? Ain't no telling how many. Let me just leave that alone.
Yep. Leave it
look,
alone.
look, everybody filming. Okay? Come on now. Everybody got a little freak video hidden somewhere in the closet or underneath the closet somewhere. Come on now. That look,
Okay,
if
but
a
the
man is putting
filming,
his hands on you, if a man is putting his hands on you, I don't give a damn what kind of video he got. Long as it ain't no video of you committing no damn crime or no felony or nothing like that, have at it.
I
But I'm finna
agree.
get
That's
justice. I'm
I
finna
would
get
never let a
justice.
man put their hands on me, not one
Yeah, yeah, I'm
time
finna get justice. You go
ever.
ahead. I don't give a damn. You can take the TMZ for all I give a damn. I'm finna get justice. Damn that. So what? You got a video of me freaking. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. It's 2025. Who? I mean, come on now. Come on.
But I'm gonna say this right here
Go
for
ahead. What you got to
the people
say?
on panel, right? I am I know you know straight
Hey,
to the
what's
What's
up?
chat.
going on, bro?
I'm gonna say this right here. 2 counts of transportation of prostitution, right? Like I told my brother in the back end, right? You got M1, M2, manslaughter, aggravated assault. The three is the the last three is like M1. See what I'm saying? It's just like
Hmm.
um transportation of prostitution. It's a real lesser charge than
Salute to you,
trafficking,
Queenie.
but it's the same thing. I don't care, man, one, I don't care who we brought in, whatever, whatever.
Right.
And yes,
Hello.
they overcharged. They overcharged him. Yes, they overcharged him. Yeah, do prosecutions overcharge people for sometimes? Yes, they do. That's why some people that should be locked up is not locked up.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I understand what Mondo's saying. I understand what you saying. I listen to both of you. One, sometimes when a group of people get together, You know what usually happens. Whoever says something gonna get immunity or gonna get less time. They want the big fish. And I'm like,
Does that
Diddy,
make it right though, man? Does that make it right?
I'm gonna ask you a question, Mondo. I'm gonna ask you a question. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question. All right. If you were in a group of people and they want the main one, and you ain't the main one, they offer you immunity for prosecution or lesser time, what you gonna do? You gonna sit there with your mouth closed, or you
No,
gonna hit
I'm
the
no,
prosecution
I'm
trying to get it?
no, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But at the same time, the thing is, we all technically, I'm just saying technically, we are all guilty because we all participated. Now, just because uh overzealous prosecutor or DA want to get the big man and take the big man down, so he gonna use you to take the big man down, that don't make you any less guilty than the big man.
Yeah, yeah, you're
all,
Well,
right.
all it
actually,
is a loophole strategy. It's a loophole strategy that the justice system uses to take down the big man. So they'll use the foot soldiers that also participated and committed the crime. I'm gonna give you an example, man. Sidney Dorsey, the sheriff over there in DeKalb County. All right, he orchestrated the plan. He drew out the blueprint for what happened to the sheriff. Okay, he didn't pull no trigger. The trigger men, they got slap on the wrist. They
mm,
got slaps on the wrist. But Dorsey
wow.
down there in Jackson, where he no. He on McDonough Street. He on McDonough Street for life,
Mm.
serving time.
Not the trigger man.
Not the trigger
But
man. So
That's
you mean to
so
tell
crazy
I'm
me
right
like,
there.
the trigger man could be used as bait to bring down the head man? The head man didn't pull no trigger. The head man didn't
Wow.
drive up to that man's house at night and put beams on them and fire their guns on them and stuff like that. The trigger man did the act. The trigger man
Right,
yeah.
is what ended his life.
But I'm gonna
right.
say this right here. I'm gonna say
Wow.
with that investigation right there, with that investigation we're talking about, you know how they were building their evidence against him, right? They didn't rush to go to trial. This right here, did the trial, they ain't do it. They ain't gonna do no investigation. It's because they would have did, they would have had to act together. I'm gonna say this right here.
They
You
dropped the
see what I'm
dime on.
saying?
They dropped the ball on
Yeah,
that
they got
one.
it. You know what they remind me of though, Mondo? Uh, the George Zimmerman trial where they dropped the
Exactly.
ball on that.
Exactly. They
Mm-hmm.
they got
They wanted him so bad that they didn't take their time to do the investigation and come up with all this other stuff. And then you got all these other witnesses they want to testify. So guess what? They had no incentive to testify. And you know what? You know what I said? We talked back in. I said they weren't going to testify. I applaud his defense attorney. But 225 girl said something that really stuck with me. Look all the trouble Diddy been getting in, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
house priority though got him out of. Okay. How many times you gonna take people? I'm talking about humans, us. I ain't talking about black, white, I'm talking about people. In general, your lawyer keep getting you out of trouble, keep getting you out of trouble. It's gonna be that one time your lawyer ain't gonna be able to get you out of that trouble. You see what I'm saying? When is he going? You think he gonna learn a lesson out of this?
where I keep
No,
hearing people. Listen,
no,
listen.
he's not.
Look. My thing. I keep hearing that. Okay, but my thing is, anybody that say money don't matter or having money don't matter, that's a damn lie. You
It
found out
does.
this morning how
Mm-hmm.
important it is. Is there's a such thing as more money, more problems? Yes. But being broke, you have way more problems being broke than you
Mm-hmm.
ever will having money.
Yep.
Don't let them,
Mm-hmm.
don't get it twisted now. All right, when you got money, or you especially if you got access to billions of dollars, You can buy your way out of anything.
That's true.
And I ain't saying he paid off the juror or paid off the judges or paid off the prosecutors or anything like that. But you can afford the best damn attorneys versus a person that's making $15 an hour and they get into the same trouble. They gonna have to get a public defender or some low budget shade tree attorney. They're gonna have to take their chances with those type of attorneys. Diddy's attorney, Park Avenue, high power attorney, 9 times out of 10, probably one of them bulldog attorneys that live in the Hamptons somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Those attorneys can get things done and they can get you out of anything.
But like I said, I applaud his attorney, right? And I applaud Diddy because he did take that stand. Because I feel like if he took that stand, they would have caught him up. They would have caught him up. You know what I'm saying? They would have caught him up. Good for him for the attorney to give everybody, do not take the stand. See what I'm saying?
My thing is, my thing is, when you don't take the stand, and this is just my opinion, okay, then when you don't take the stand, to me, you got something to hide.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Agree.
But as I said,
If you innocent, why you running from the stand? Take the stand
Agree.
and defend your damn self. So I
but,
don't look at it. I look at it. My thing is, okay, you know you got a badass attorney, and you know a badass attorney going up against a prosecutor, it's a mismatch because most lawyers that become prosecutors are nowhere near talent-wise on the level of a good defense attorney. The best attorneys, the best lawyers became defense attorneys, started their own practices. The little mediocre lawyers, mediocre attorneys, the one that barely made it out of law school, those are the ones that become prosecutors.
no, but no,
Get that
but
shit
no,
twisted, man. Those are the
but
ones that
no.
become prosecutors, man.
But no reason I said that. The reason I said that. Listen, y'all listen carefully to the chat. No reason I said that. Because you know the prosecution usually want to go first, right? Okay, they go present their case. If I'm a defense attorney and I feel like the prosecution I did enough to put doubt in the jury's mind with their witnesses, why would I tell my client to take the stand?
I hear what you're saying. It's a good strategy for the defendant not to take the stand. But me, if I'm on that jury, I'm having thoughts in my head. Okay, this person is hiding. They're running from something. Think about all the people that we knew was guilty. They didn't take the stand. OJ didn't take the stand. Casey Anthony did not take the stand. George Zimmerman did not take the stand. Can you imagine what would have happened if those three would have took the stand?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
They would have got 8 up on cross examination.
Yep. Cross
Yeah.
examination.
And that was saying.
That's what
And
it's used to. It's used to trip people. Yep.
yeah, yeah. Because with what people feel about lawyer, I don't care defensive lawyer or prosecutor, what they feel about these lawyers, better rely on their lawyers. They might ask you directly, but the other lawyer might object and he might get overruled. So guess what he's going to do? He's going to ask a question, the same question a different way. He's going to ask that question, then get what? He's going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. And here she going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. Guess what you're going to have to, and he's going to come back to the same question. You better hope you had the same answer for that same question that he asked you. And I'm looking like this right here, where, like I said, they rushed to prosecute him. You know what I'm saying? They rushed to prosecute P. Diddy. Bottom line.
Yeah.
And I told you that. Then I'm on. I said they rushed.
But
They rushed.
sometimes that is a strategy that prosecutors use, and it works for them. Like they rushed. Remember, they did put a rush job on Wayne Williams. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
they caught him on that bridge in July. I mean, no, I'm sorry, in May of '81, and then they locked him up. in June of 81. They brought him in, locked him up in June, Father's Day, 81. They put him on trial in February of 82, and they
Yeah.
got a conviction. Sometimes that works. Sometimes that can work in the prosecution's favor when you put a rush job on a trial. But
Yeah.
Mm.
in this case, I think where they really dropped the ball at is they let the media
Yep.
they let the media dictate how they handled the case. They let
Yep.
all these feminists, these angry feminists that saw that tape of her getting beat up, and they let them get in their ear, and they in the trial, instead of focusing on the racketeering and the trafficking, they made it about domestic violence.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that
And
was
you look,
that one thing I didn't understand.
you ain't getting no life sentence off no damn domestic violence.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm,
See, and
So let me.
uh,
I have a question. I have a question for you guys. So you guys do know what deadlock is, right? What the deadlock is, right? They were deadlocked yesterday. The jury.
yeah.
How
Yeah,
Not
'cause-
how did they get? How did they get a verdict today? Like, why would they? How did they choose that there was no racketeering within like an hour and what, a couple of hours, I believe it was, when you had 13 hours to do the deliberation? What's going on here?
because there was
And
no.
hold on, wait a minute. Let me
Go
tell you
ahead,
something
go ahead,
else.
go ahead.
The attorney himself, I'm talking about the defense attorney, was smiling like he knew something was about to go their way. Yes, that's true.
Well,
It was shown on the TV. He was smiling his butt off like he
well,
knew something was going on.
well, I'm gonna be honest with you. You knew for the last. Remember, I told you months ago. That man ain't they ain't finna get that man for no racketeering and trafficking because there's nothing there. The paperwork that I read, it screamed domestic violence. It screamed prostitution, but not trafficking, not racketeering. And some of these, and remember some of the videos that were coming out, and those were clickbait videos. I told you that. Some of the videos that were coming out where they were saying stuff about 12 and 13-year-old girls were being trafficked and stuff like that at the parties. Where were they at? Where were the parents at of those 12 and 13-year-old kids?
Well, I know of one, her Miss Carter. She's on the run because she's being threatened. She's been on the run for a while now.
You knew,
What?
you knew you knew this was a federal trial, okay, which means the feds were involved, which
Hmm.
means if anyone that was involved or felt like their life was threatened, I'm quite sure the United States government, they have no problem with putting them in protective custody. So I'm just saying there were a lot of false, fictitious stories being put out there. And remember me and you had out on a panel one time a couple of months ago. I was like, look, some of these things that's being put out there, it ain't adding up. It
So
ain't
you don't
adding up
believe
because if it
nothing?
did,
You don't believe any of it, of
no,
anything that
I'm
I've
not
mentioned on
saying
my
no,
channel?
no, I'm not saying do I
Okay.
believe any of it. I'm saying that I just didn't feel right. Some of those stories just did not add up. It didn't.
but I'm gonna say this right here.
And come to find out, none of those, even the damn so-called truck driver that was hauling teenage girls in the back. Remember?
Hmm.
Where was he at? None of these
I don't
people
know.
hit the stand.
I don't know what happened with this
That's what
group.
I'm saying.
I don't know, but I
That's what I'm
think that
saying. That's what I'm saying.
everything would have turned around if they'd have had her on there because this girl is going through it. Like, I've been watching her videos. She's still talking about who's in cahoots with all this, and the people that are involved in this. I mean, like, it's bad. It's bad, and I hope these people get it.
Why
Whoever's doing it.
she didn't go to New York and take the stand? And here's the $1 million question:
Mm.
Why did Aubrey back out? Why did
Um, I,
Aubrey? Why did Aubrey from
I don't
Danity
know.
Kane? Why did she? Because I'm telling you,
She was probably threatened.
she said a whole lot. What,
Mm-hmm.
5 years ago? She
Mm-hmm.
did a whole interview. She said a lot 5 years ago. Then when everything started happening, she came back, she resurfaced, and she was talking like a big game.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it came time for the trial. She bagged out.
Yeah.
She didn't want to tell. A lot of people that we thought was going to testify did not testify.
Yeah,
That's
I want to say
crazy.
this right here. Ain't gonna cover this conspiracy theory or speculate, but we all know this fellow knows. And in the chat, what could have happened? Why they didn't testify? I'm gonna leave it like that, right?
But I'm
But at the
saying,
same,
oh, but it didn't stop the people, all them girls, all them females that testified against R. Kelly. Now R. Kelly had them Chicago gangsters behind him now. And
Yeah.
you know R. Kelly get down too now. R. Kelly had some
but
firepower behind him too. That didn't stop them women from testifying. All I'm saying
but
is, you mean to tell me out of all of the Danity Kane members, not one. Not when we ain't even we passed Aubrey. You mean to tell me not one of the Danity Kane members came forward? Not one of the Making the Band members. Babs,
mm,
no Sarah. Come on, man. Not one.
but
I
I'm gonna
can't
say
give
this
you a
right.
reason why they didn't show up. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
They could have been
But I'm gonna say
threatened.
this right
They could have
here.
been threatened.
I'm gonna say this right here. With the R. Kelly thing, no, I look like the red. I don't know who going agree with me or you disagree with me. Some of them female with the young girl with R. Kelly that was over there, and the parents said, "Oh, they didn't know about it." We all know they were lying. We all know they were lying. They knew about it. They should have been locked up along with R. Kelly for
Yeah,
doing that.
I
But
hear you. I hear you on that, but that don't make it right. You know, them
mm,
girls
mm,
were underage, whether the parents knew about it or not. D. True, he should have he should have been penalized. He should have paid the price for
mm,
laying down with young girls. That's all I'm saying. Just
yeah,
because
but
the
they
parents,
should.
just because the parents knew, don't make him any less guilty of of
Mm.
of of of, of,
I'm not
of
saying intellect guilty. I ain't saying intellect guilty.
yeah.
But like you said, I'm using your theory, your thing, right? Get everybody involved, which your parent was involved in, and they knew
Well,
about it.
yeah.
Get everybody involved.
But one thing we can say, the parents got the girls to the stand. They got them to the stand to testify. Now, my question is, why is this any different? Where is everybody at?
I don't know.
Not
I don't
and
know.
not just the females. Where's Chopper? Where's that dude down there in Miami that was crying 2 years ago talking about Diddy ripped him off and took all his money? The guy down there in Miami. You know what I'm talking about? The guy that was messing around with Sarah and he said Diddy threatened him if he didn't stop.
Let
Where's
me say
he at?
this right here. I'm gonna say this right here. What all sparked this, right? What all sparked this, right? When that video surfaced and they found out Diddy allegedly paid them to keep that video hidden, but it came out anyway. That was sparked all of this. I'm gonna
Wait,
ask y'all both
but
on the, I'm gonna ask both y'all on the panel and the chat. Do y'all think if that video would have surfaced, would we be talking about Diddy or Diddy trial right now?
wait a minute. But that was brought after they were, they did um the search. That was after the search. Then they put
Mm.
that out.
The
Yep.
hotel video was before the search. I remember that.
Yeah,
It happened
yeah,
back to back. That hotel video came out before the search.
Well,
yeah.
then I
But
must
they
have missed
were,
it because I saw
I
it
yeah,
swear I
after.
did. I remember. That
I
hotel
did
video
too.
came out before the search.
Because
Okay,
me and
well,
Mother talked that
I
day.
I
Hey,
missed it.
that's why I was asking the question. Do you think that with a video surface, this part, this trial right here?
Well, my thing is, let me tell you something. I'm a man, and I watched that video, and that right there, that video was very graphic. And anybody with any kind of conscience, anybody with a soul, would have been upset by that video. So
Yeah.
yes, hell yeah. I mean, that's human nature. We see something like that. We see a woman getting dragged like that and just getting beat mercifully like that. Yes, it's gonna do something to us. It's gonna upset us.
Yeah.
You know, and
Uh,
and and,
uh,
and it gaslighted the entire case. You know, and but the thing about it is, what you're trying to, you can't take domestic violence and then try to use it to get a racketeering and trafficking conviction.
yeah.
Salute to you, Terry, in
Well,
the chat.
I'm explaining folks in the chat. Racketeering for a prosecution to explain racketeering, they got to they got to explain the conspiracy. Conspiracy is what get people caught up in racketeering. So they got to
Mm-hmm.
get all the people that were involved. We got to be a whole lot of combination with racketeering. See what I'm saying? Got to be a whole different combination with racketeering, which is a conspiracy from Diddy to whoever. They got to be involved in it. You can't get
Mm-hmm.
racketeering without a conspiracy in it, which they did not have. Because after they seen that video, like, oh, they started investigating. I ain't gonna say they're gonna start investigating. The little investigation they did, they tried to rush the judgment and brought this trial before they even had anything, before they secured all the witnesses that they supposed to have brought.
Mm-hmm.
So, so that's why the racketeering and the sex trafficking charge. That's why the jury didn't prove their case in that. But traffication
Mm-hmm.
of prostitution, like I said, that's a lesser charge. It's the same kind of charge as sex trafficking, but less. It's a lesser charge. And today at it's supposed to be 1 o'clock, and I'm gonna go
Yeah,
check see
It's
that
not. I'm watching it. It's not. I'm watching
yeah,
it right now.
yeah. I'm gonna get on off of here because I know you knew planned on doing the bond hearing live. So
Yeah, it's yeah.
you
They're
gonna
not. They haven't done it yet. They haven't. They're not even doing that yet. They're talking about another case right now. So she's got
yeah,
until after one.
yeah,
It's
after
after
one.
one. Yeah,
so
So
that
that,
so
this,
it's yeah so it's
one
12
fourteen right
15
now.
your time. It's 12 your
One. It's
yeah
114 over there. It's 114.
yeah it's 1 4. So they're gonna be coming up with it shortly.
yeah,
So
Mm-hmm.
and I was gonna explain that the jury got to decide to let him out to the sentencing, or he gonna stay there to the sentencing. So that
No,
so
no,
that
no,
was
not the
coming up.
jury. Not the jury. The judge. The judge
I
has.
said I did say judge.
Oh, I thought you said jury. Sound like you said
I
jury.
said judge.
Oh,
So
okay.
that we're waiting on to see.
Yeah.
But if he do get let out, I'm curious to see what kind of provision that the judge gonna put on it.
I'm gonna be honest
Right.
with you. I've never heard of any pimp or anybody getting held without bond for prostitution. I've never in my lifetime I ever heard of anything. The thing, and then people will point to Nature Boy. Nature Boy he actually got hit with the racketeering.
Mm.
He got hit with the racketeering and the trafficking and the RICO. They, you know, you ain't walking when one of them stick to you. You ain't walking. But Diddy, none of them stuck. The racketeering and the trafficking, he was acquitted on both of them. So
Mm-hmm.
I think this man, I don't know. I hate to say it, and I know some people are gonna be upset with what I'm about to say, but don't be surprised if this man walking out of that courtroom today. Don't be surprised by the end of today, that man on his way home.
Yeah, but
Salute to
like
you,
I said,
Shirley.
it's just
Okay,
like
so
go
do
ahead.
you guys think that he's gonna do something to those people who witnessed, who was on the stand? Do you think
No,
he could possibly go for
Now,
that?
now, now
no,
I'm telling you,
he beat it. He beat it. Why would you risk your freedom and your life and your freedom and you just beat the damn case?
Mm,
Yeah, I'm
but
telling you what he's gonna do. Hold up, Dietrich. What he's gonna do, he's gonna lay low. Now I don't know what's gonna happen with bad. He may sell Bad Boy. He may sell it to
mhm,
Jay-Z or the Nas or one of them. You know what I'm saying? Or to Dr. Dre. He may sell he may sell Bad Boy and whatever the brand or whatever, and he may just
mhm,
go off to an island. That's what I would do. Go off to an island, take care of your probation or whatever, your fees or whatever. Go off to an island and just chill. He owned a couple of islands. Just go off to a damn island, man, and just look. He in his mid 50s, man. Just sit down, sit down,
yeah,
sit down. Take the rest of whatever money you got left and take it, go on off to an island and just take that W, man, and go on. Just go on, sit
yeah.
down.
Let me say that right here. Let me say that for people watching, what am I talking about? Yeah, he beat the four bigger charges, right?
mhm.
But this is the side if you're gonna walk out that courtroom or stay locked up until his sentence is on the two other amount of charges. So it ain't that he walking out, but he will. I guarantee you, he gonna appeal that. But if he do walk out that courtroom until his sentencing, he need to sit down somewhere.
Yeah,
He
he
need to
Yeah,
go
needs
sit
to.
yeah,
down
yeah,
somewhere and don't
yeah,
do nothing.
yeah. That's what I just said. That's what I just said, man. That's why I was
Yeah,
like, man,
I heard you say. I heard you say. I
yeah,
just want to make sure people
yeah,
understood.
yeah. I ain't said it
You,
loud.
yeah,
I
So
yeah.
loud
I
mouth.
just
I
want
know
the people.
that if anybody
Hey,
didn't hear me, they deaf.
yeah.
so
No,
listen,
no,
the judge is going to make their decision upon what the defense attorney says in the letter and what the prosecutor says in the letter. So depending on what the prosecutor says and what the defense attorney says, that's what the judge is going to go by. So depending on who's got the stronger letter. So I'm hoping that prosecutor, if they want to redeem themselves, they better put a great letter out there so that way that he does not get bond.
yeah. And
that,
another
that,
thing,
that,
and the
that,
judge that said that case right there, it's the same. Is one of the three judges. No, he was trying to get bond for the trial. It was one of the three judges that denied him bond the first time.
Well,
Mm,
that was when
Just
the
to put that out.
racketeering. Hold up. That was when the trafficking and the racketeering was on the table.
was on there.
Trafficking
Yeah.
is a big problem in our country, and they weren't going to take no chances. I knew he wasn't going to get no bonding. Now that both of those are off the table, and we're down to just prostitution, man. I mean, come on, bro. I've never heard of anyone getting held with no bond for prostitution. I've never heard of that. So hey, look, love it or hate it. I'm just telling you, man. The man. It looks like all signs point to the man going home today.
Yeah, like said, I'll piss with the defense attorney and the prosecutor putting that letter. Hey, you already. When the verdict came in about 9 or 10 o'clock Eastern time,
Mm,
you got might as well say what 2 hours, 3 hours to write that letter.
Hmm.
Boy, that pressure, I'm telling you, that pressure on both the prosecutor and the defense attorney. But I'm like you said, if you do get out, he need to go somewhere and lay low.
I'm gonna tell you like this, dude. It ain't a damn thing they can put in this letter to be able to, not just him. It ain't just about him. It ain't a damn thing that they can put in that letter that would keep him or anybody in jail with no bond for no damn prostitution charge. It's unheard of. It's
Right. But it
unheard of, man.
also,
Hell,
I,
man, look, man, Iceberg Slim and Pippin Ken, they ain't get locked up for no damn for no bond. Now, come on, bro.
but you got to
Yeah,
remember they're looking at flight risk or any other or any kind of issues as far as with the public. That's
yeah.
another reason
And,
why they're looking at it. So we'll see.
and, yeah, I'm gonna say this right here. It's not just plain prostitution. Like I said, safe trafficking and transportation of prostitution That actually the transportation prostitute is the charge, right? You got charged with twice. So
Transportation. Okay, so that, like I said, that right there is an outdated law. His attorney can easily eat that up.
yeah.
Can eat because it's outdated.
Mm-hmm.
How many athletes have flown in females? Like Michael Irvin, I tell you, if you gonna lock him up for damn the white man. I mean, for what is it? The what they call it now? The Mann
What?
Act. If you're gonna lock him up for the Mann Act, goddamn, do you know how many players in the NFL, in the NBA, in major leagues should be locked up for the Mann Act? Come on, how many look, bro, look, bro, we went to school with some NFL players. All right. And we know they flew women out. Flew women out, bro. Broke bread with them. And they did what they did. And
But
then they flew them back to wherever they came from, bro.
I'm gonna say this right here.
Come on, man.
I don't hear
That
I
ain't
don't hear
sticking,
this right.
bro. It is not sticking.
Yeah. But we shall see. But I like this right here. I do not care about if it's stick or not. The thing is, one, the four big charges drop, and then there's these other two, and you know how many people reputation, how people look at people differently, even if they were found not guilty, how people gonna look at him.
Oh yeah, they're still gonna look at him sideways, 100%.
He don't
Yeah.
give a y'all act like this man 25 or something. This man is
Yeah.
what? Okay, so I know he got to be at least 3 years older than me. This man probably 56, 57 years. Come on, man. The man is done did what he done made his money. He a billionaire. He could take his damn money, take this W, and ride off in the sunset and
So
not
he's
miss
Yeah.
being
nothing.
he's not just being charged as far as prostitution. He's being charged with transportation of prostitution.
That's
That
what I
So
just
that
said,
means
I'm
that means
telling you
he's
why.
transferring
Uh,
people back and forth, like taking the
he
prostitutes back and forth.
doing he doing what them be doing. He doing what got done Cam Newton them probably was doing when they were playing NFL. Bruh, he doing what I was doing when I was young. Okay?
but the
I
problem
flew
is,
You
females in.
transfer.
I flew
hold on, now.
females in. I
Wait
flew
a minute.
females in for a good time. And goddamn, when it was over with, I flew their ass back to where they came from.
Hey,
Shit. Come on,
I
man.
know you feel, hey, but you
Wow.
feel, but you feel to realize,
Wow.
but you
Oh
feel to
my
realize though,
God.
but you feel to realize when that tape
I'm
came
good.
out,
So you mean hold up? So
nobody,
you knew?
hey,
Hold up, D2. Hold up for a quick second. So you mean to tell me you knew now? Take off that June Cleaver hat for a second. You mean to tell me
Wow.
you thinking you mean to tell me you think these NFL players that's making millions signing these damn 7-figure, 8-figure damn contracts? You thinking they ain't flying women in for parties and stuff?
I was not thinking about that. I was wowing about something else. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to even
What you
mention.
I mean, come on. Look. That's what it is. You flying women in to party. You hit them off. You hit them off with a couple of hundred thousands of dollars, and when it's over, you flying back home. You think
Mm.
these
well,
NFL? You think these NFL players? I don't know what rock you been up under. I don't know what rock you been
Um,
up under.
okay, so the thing is that okay, oh my gosh. So the
What I'm
I don't know if
saying is,
you guys listen, if you guys
if we
listen
gonna
to the
lock him
tape.
up today, if we gonna lock him up today for that, then we need to go and round up all these damn NFL players and baseball players and NBA players, bring their ass to
Okay,
damn New York, put every last one of them on damn trial, lock their ass up too. Come on now,
I flew some in and out
y'all. It is 2025.
of
Y'all act like we in the day. This ain't 1955. You knew. This is 2025.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's
Okay, so
2025.
okay,
Come
but
on now.
what makes it worse is what he had people doing. It's not only just getting it on. They were having people peeing in each other's mouths and things. Come the heck on. That's
Did
disgusting.
you hear the male escort's testimony?
Yeah, they lied. I'm telling you, I don't believe
All right.
nothing
See,
they're
you would see
saying. I
that's
don't
the
believe
thing.
them.
See, you moving the goalposts. See, you want to
Nope, I don't
believe.
believe them.
No,
Nope,
you
I don't
want to
believe them.
believe. You want
Mm-mm,
to believe that Diddy was the big bad devil, and you want to
mm-mm,
believe. You don't want
mm-mm.
to believe
I don't
Cassie.
believe him.
You
He's a
don't
liar.
see. That's what I'm saying. That's a personal issue. You don't want to.
No,
You
that's not.
think
It's not personal.
you think Cassie walk on water. That's
No,
your problem.
I do
You
not
think
think
Cassie
that.
walk on water.
I do not think she
That's what
walks
you.
on
That's
water. I think
see.
she did a bunch of stuff. I know she did a bunch of stuff.
She did a lot of shit.
She's
She
already,
did a lot of
she's
shit
already said it out of
to
her own
men
mouth.
and
She
women.
did stuff.
She did a lot
Hold
of stuff to
on,
men and
hold
women. She did a lot of
on.
stuff to men and women. You better believe it.
Okay,
She
she
did.
said that. I get it. I know. She said she was part of it. She said she did some things. I know out of her own mouth. Well, not out of her own mouth, but the AI thing that they did because they had it federal. You cannot look at. You can't be in court. So they do it where they had the AI talking for them, and they did the words. They verbally did whatever they said. Okay, I heard what they said about her. I heard what she said about herself and everything. But what I'm saying is I don't believe out those people that were being paid half of the stuff they said. Let me tell you
Man,
why.
come on. Come
Listen.
on.
No, listen. You're not letting me talk. Listen.
Go ahead. Go
He
ahead. Go
he
ahead.
lied. He lied. Let me tell you why I'm saying he lied. He lied when he said that he only seen her ugged one time. Every time I look in her eyes, she's high as a kite. She's high on the red carpet. She's high. She's high. She's high. She's always freaking high. So that right there is telling me he's a liar. He's lying. He's lying.
Man, okay. All right. Okay. Okay, we gonna finish this up over there on your platform. Everybody, the party is gonna be over at U News. We're gonna hear the bond hearing. We're gonna find out if he's going home today. That right there, that right there is gonna be the deal breaker right there.
Yeah,
What
huh? Look
the
at
judge?
look what
What
China
is the
said. Look what
judge?
China said.
Huh?
Look what China said. Yeah, she's a UGG addict.
Okay,
Yeah.
but look. My thing is, they all
Hmm.
are. They all are. I mean, we talking about
Hmm.
Hollywood and New York parties and freak offs and stuff like that. You got to
Yeah.
be on something. Whether
Hmm.
you got to be on something to be able to do the egregious. You have no idea what goes on at these freak off parties. So this dude, I'm gonna put it like this. At the end of the day, the two biggest losers in this whole thing is Diddy and Cassie, because the public
Hmm.
will never look at them the same again.
You're
Hmm.
I
right.
can't look at
You're
Cassie.
right.
I can't look at Cassie the same again, knowing that you requested men to urinate in your mouth. I can't look at you. I can't look at you the same again. Diddy in hiding in the dark, jerking off
Yeah.
while men banging out his women. I can't
Hmm.
respect that. I can't look at you the
At
same.
all. At
Hell no,
all.
I can't look at you the same again. So
At all. That's
yeah, man. So
disgusting.
I'm gonna say this right here.
we gonna get our last words in.
I
Then we're gonna
think
move this over to your news
I think
because it's
I think
almost
he
time.
might have had a what problem, where he couldn't rise. I'm just gonna say that's what I think happened.
I'm gonna say
Well,
this right here.
he had some sketchy things
Hmm.
from his
Uh,
childhood, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Allegedly
Yeah,
from his childhood, I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'm gonna
yeah,
say this right here.
I know. Hmm.
Can y'all just imagine if you were Cassie's husband right now and think about where he work at and people know him,
Hmm.
boy.
That man
What
don't
can you?
care.
He
He's
don't
a
care.
devil. He's a devil and don't care. Period.
He don't
Allegedly.
care because
Yeah,
they $500,000.
yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute, wait.
And
Hold on. Let me rephrase that.
Hold on.
She got 30 million total. All right.
Mm.
You honestly think that man give a damn what the public think about him? That man laughing all the way to the bank. He don't give a damn what you, me, you knew, or anybody else got to say about him. That man is laughing straight to the bank. Ha 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 ha.
But
That's
the
all
question
he
is,
that man,
it,
that man don't care what
yeah,
we think about him.
but the thing is, oh, we think he don't care, but deep
That man,
down, hey,
I wouldn't give a damn what y'all thought about me. If I had that kind of money.
hold on, my no. But the thing about it, look, you walk outside with a woman like that and you get front of look, you gonna wear on you. You gonna
That what
wear
they
on
make
you,
sun.
guarantee.
You know what? That what they make sunglasses and hats for.
You stupid.
Shit! Look, man, look, it ain't a damn thing you can say that would shame me. And if I got 20, $30 million in the bank, man, it ain't say what you want to say. I'm laughing to the bank. Oh, look, I'm eating steak and shrimp every night. I'm riding my Bentley. I'm traveling, taking exotic vacations, going to Punta Cana. You know what I'm saying? Going to London, going to Paris. I'm living my best life while you laughing at me. I'm doing things that you will never be able to do in your lifetime.
But hold on. Hey, but Amanda, you can realize though that some people, hey, they can laugh, but guess what? There was some people won't be caught with no one like that. See what I'm saying?
Well,
So like, see, yeah, you can, but the 30 million is not in his bank account; it's in her bank account.
hmm
Yeah, but
See,
he still
look,
have his
let me
own
tell you something.
millions. He has his
yeah,
own.
he
He has
did it
his
on
Yeah,
own.
he
me.
got his own.
So,
Yeah, he got his own money.
He
But
got
guess
his
what
own.
though? When you are married, when you are married, was yours is hers. It was hers is yours, bro. Y'all are a team. Y'all are a unit. You're not an individual anymore. When you get married, you are a unit.
but,
Hmm
I'm telling you this: the ones I really feel sorry for is that damn kid. They need to homeschool them damn kid. They private school, public school. They don't matter what school they put them. They need to homeschool them kids.
But okay. So
Her kid, now her kids gonna get dragged.
I
Her
have one
kids
more
gonna get
thing to
dragged.
say. I have one more thing to say to P Diddy. Your supporters are gonna look at you crazy, and guess what? They're the ones who helped you come up. So you better get your life right. You better get your life right. I'm just gonna say,
Yep.
He don't care, baby. He retired. That man don't care.
retired,
He,
retarded,
I mean,
whichever one.
yeah, he was carrying yesterday in court. Yeah, because that's his freedom was on the line. The thing now,
Hmm
he was facing life
hmm
in
hmm
prison.
hmm
In a federal pen, you ain't no negotiations. Ain't
That's
no
85%.
time
Yeah.
served in the federal pen. Hell no. He was
hmm
going to do all of them.
hmm But but with him though, if he do walk out of court to his sentencing date, and if he do get the other two charges dropped, like I said, Armando, he need to go sit his old ass down somewhere.
He out and he would be smart. Now, hey, he might pull a OJ. He might pull a OJ and go through a midlife crisis and start doing rap videos and hanging out with young rappers and being all wilding out and stuff like that. You never know. I'm just saying the Diddy that I know, the smart Diddy from Uptown Records, will take the money, whatever money you got left, go to an island and just chill out, man. Just chill out. If you're gonna deal with a female, deal with one. Get you one that you're gonna deal with. And go to one of them islands that you own. Cause they ain't, they ain't seizing none of his assets. So
Mm,
yeah, so he still got his money. So just chill out, man. Just chill out.
yeah.
You in your mid-50s, man. Just chill out. You did your thing in your 20s. You
You
did
you
your
must
thing in
be
your
caught.
30s.
Hmm
Huh?
When you
You did
say
your
when
thing
you're
in your
saying
40s. Just sit down.
When you're saying, go sit down and go to an island and go get you a woman, one woman and this and that,
One woman. I ain't saying go
you
down there and do the same. I'm saying one woman.
right,
One
one woman,
woman.
right,
Yeah.
right, right. But you're talking about after he gets his 20 years, right? His possible 20 years.
That man ain't getting no 20 years. You can hope that it sounds good. It sounds good. But in real life,
Real
that
life.
man might get probation or ankle monitor on his damn ankle.
Oh, no. He's not
We
getting
we
probation. He's
we
not
gonna
getting
find out.
probation.
You okay? We coming to your house. When
He
I
ain't getting
hey
no
hey
probation.
hey when I cut the lights off over
Uh,
here in the dome. When I cut the lights off here on the dome, we going to your house and we gonna see what happens over there in real time.
okay.
And once again, I'm gonna tell you, I told you so.
You
but
say
but
so.
uh, but I'm looking at this right here. He can get 10 for each charge, which will be ran consecutive, or he can get probation. But guess what? If he get probation, guess what? You know how strict that probation going to be.
But you got to
Oh
remember,
yeah, oh yeah.
it's so he's going to get
I mean,
probation
I
for
look, no,
Cassie. Wait, he's getting it for Cassie and for Jane. It's a two count. It's for two
you didn't
people.
hear what I, yeah,
So
you didn't
what?
hear what I just said.
So
You didn't hear what I just said.
if he gets
You,
10 years for one, he gonna get 10 years for the other. Just saying.
yeah, yeah, that's what I just said.
You knew
But the
what
thing about
that
that
Hmm
nasty
probation,
time was.
but Black, no,
Ah,
but
20
Black, no,
years.
yeah, but
that man
this
ain't
is what
no
I was saying
20
about that.
years. Man. You can have that.
But think about, I'm going to take this right here, Mondo. I'm going to tell you this right here. I'm ready to take the 20. Because that street probation, they going to put him on.
Man,
Good
you
God
out your
Almighty,
damn
girl.
mind. You out your damn mind. Let me tell you something, man. I done been on strict probation. I ain't finna sit there and take no damn time over no damn probation. You out your rabbit mind. All you gotta do when you on strict probation, all you gotta do is do right. Do right.
Oh, take over Jay for his
Report
example.
Or
in,
OJ,
house arrest.
hold up, report in, don't go around. See, it would be easy for me. It might be hard for some people. It would be easy for me. Don't go around a large crowd of people, which means stay away from parties.
House arrest.
House arrest. Look, you a billionaire. So it ain't like you living in no damn shack. You
Yeah.
got you got 92 inches flat screens all over the damn place. You can hire a chef to come there and fix your food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Mm.
Get you one bad woman to come there and take care of you. and if you need to shop online.
And
see, and that,
allegedly,
Yeah, he ain't gotta never
or
leave the house if
man,
he don't want to. He ain't never
hey,
gotta
or
leave the
man,
house if he don't want to.
look, woman or man, allegedly.
Well,
but I'm
yeah,
saying
whatever
this,
floats his boat, whatever he
hey,
like. But
I'm
that's
saying this right
allegedly.
here.
That's allegedly.
Yeah, I would say this. That thing about the probation is he gonna be able to have no gun. He gonna be able to drink. He gonna be able to do no drugs. So,
Did
Hmm.
if he got an ankle monitor on, and they gonna put him on checkpoint. Meaning, for those of you who don't know what checkpoint mean, at 10 o'clock, they gonna call him. All right, they already got his phone monitored. They gonna call him, and when he answer, they'll know where he's at, and
Hmm.
he better be at that damn residence.
but
That's
I'm
on
saying,
file.
no,
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, no alcohol, no drugs, no gun. I'm talking about at the house. I ain't trying to go nowhere doing it. He can't even be able to do
Well,
that at
what
home.
you need? Well, my thing is bodyguards. New York got strict gun laws. Okay, so you got to be a licensed carrier, and so he can hire if you want to protect yourself, hire a security team. So he got a security team on the outside of the gates. What do he need a gun inside the house for? Alcohol. I mean, you don't need it. Stay away. Don't smoke no weed. Don't just do right. It
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
hard. It ain't hard. People try to make it seem like, oh man, yeah, I don't know. I'd rather do the time than have to go through that strict pro. Man, do
But
right. Stay away
yeah,
from let the weed go. Let the multiple women go. All right.
Mm,
Stay away from
mm,
parties. Stay away from people that reckless people that will get you in trouble. Stay to
mm.
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Stay to yourself. You are a freaking billionaire. So anything, everything you need is right there in your house. If you need new clothes, new shoes, get it online. Have it ordered. Amazon, whatever, to the damn house.
Yep.
You
Hey,
want
we
some
gonna find
food?
out.
You ain't got to go out to no damn restaurant. Hire you a chef to come there and cook, prepare your meals. That man ain't got
Oh
to
yeah.
leave the house if he don't want
Nah.
to.
But we're gonna find out. I hope we don't do no OJ if we do get probation. Don't do the
He'll be
OJ,
a
please.
damn fool. He'll be a damn fool to pull a OJ. OJ. Remember, OJ was acquitted of everything. He walked
Yeah,
out nothing. He didn't have. See, Diddy's situation different. He got the prostitutions hanging over his head. See,
yeah.
he got folks like you knew that's gonna be watching him like a hawk,
Like a hawk.
salivating at the mouth, praying and hoping that he f up and do them 20 damn years. That's his problem compared to OJ. OJ walked out with nothing hanging over his head. Now, but some
Mm-mm.
civil
You
issue.
you ain't
He was
gotta
gonna get
say me.
sued.
You can't. You didn't have to put me in that sentence of yours. That ain't right. That ain't
What?
right. That ain't right. You ain't
Watching him?
right.
You you
Nope.
you,
You ain't
you
right.
watching him? I mean, yeah, you gonna look. It's a lot of people that are angry today. That they're just like, okay, with Zimmerman. It's people still to this day after what 12 years, hoping that he f up and get into some
Yeah.
trouble. But he
Oh, I definitely want him to f up because he needs to go in for Martin, for real, for
same thing with
Trayvon.
Casey Anthony. Same thing with Casey Anthony. A lot of
Hmm.
folks hoping that she f up, but she
Hmm.
doing on, she on TikTok dancing and that's it. She ain't going to no wild party. She ain't in the public like that. She
Hmm.
ain't doing like OJ, the only one that was like, nah, 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 nah. You didn't get
Yeah.
me. Nah, nah, nah,
Right.
nah, nah. He the only one that was dumb enough doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't get his football video back in Vegas of all
Well,
places.
he was trying to be something. OJ was not no gangster. OJ was a
Mhm.
Poindexter nerd from damn Southern California, USC football hero. He was not a gangster. He got with the
Mhm.
wrong people, being reckless. He got with some thugs, dudes that were lifelong thugs in real life, and he got with them pretending to be a damn thug and got himself locked up in prison.
Yep,
Hmm.
yep. But we're gonna see what happens today, and I might go live today. I got something to talk about that very disturbing. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
that we all need to pay attention to. But
Sikkim,
What?
he ain't gonna have to, and yeah, we need to get on over there to you new.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey, everybody, I'm getting ready to shut it down over here. The Terror Dome, join us over there. You knew. It looks like they getting ready to do the bond hearing over there. Look like they getting ready to do the bond hearing. Your thoughts on what Jenny just said? You knew.
Hold on. So you're saying I was trying.
You do so damn mad she can't get a word to go.
No, no, I did not say. No, 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 no. Okay, so I didn't say he wasn't going to get a bond. I just said that he's going to get 20 years when they do when they get ready to
Hey,
give him
baby,
the
they'll head
year.
out. He might get 20-year probation. He might get 20
Hmm. Okay.
years. And come on.
Okay.
And the thing is,
Thank
hey,
you,
that might
Jenny.
be the best thing for him.
Yeah,
He's already Genesis already dressed.
he's already dressed. Okay,
Hey y'all,
Jenny.
y'all joined
Okay.
us over there. You knew it's been fun, baby. Hey, look,
Uh,
you gonna drop the link?
yeah, I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
All right.
all
Bye.
right, all right,
Bye. Bye, y'all.
all right, bye
Give me
bye.
10 minutes. All right. Bye.
Okay, okay. Well, hey, major turn of events. A lot of people woke up this morning thinking that Diddy was gone, that he was gone. But come to find out, the man might be going home. Yeah, Jenny, I'm getting texts. I just got a text from one of my people in New York saying that man get ready to go home. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not think. I thought that I would at least thought that they would get him for racketeering. I knew the trafficking was out the window. I knew the trafficking was dead in the water, but I just knew that they would probably get him on racketeering because there was money exchanged. Yeah, Jenny, it's going to be a mess up there in New York. It's going to be a mess because it's divided. It's divided. And in our community, in the black community, it's divided. It's like down the middle. Half thinks he's guilty and his ass should go to prison, and the other half thinks, hey, that they think he's being railroaded. So it's crazy, man. It's gonna be totally different. Together, they are protecting the big wigs that were clients. Yeah, I give you, yeah. Allegedly, but yeah, I do believe that that played a part in it, and I just want to say this for those of you that are just coming in and look, do I think he's guilty? Yes. Do I think he should have gotten some kind of time in prison time? Yes, but I also think there are other people that were involved that played a part that should also get some prison time as well. That's all I was saying, so. Everybody, thank you all for coming out. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. We're getting ready to go over to New for the bond hearing. She said give her about somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes to set up. We're going to drop the link over there as well. But hey, this is crazy. This is crazy. Look, man, I just knew they was going to get him on the racketeering. The trafficking, I knew that was overkill. I knew that was overkill right there. But the racketeering, I just knew they was going to get him on that. But hey, I was wrong about Casey Anthony. I thought she was dead in the water. I said there's no way in hell that Casey Anthony was going to walk out a free woman, but she did. I still to this day, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. But I'm going to get ready to get on up out of here, y'all. Thank you all for coming on out. And just an overall summary of everything. P. Diddy, Sean Combs, was acquitted of racketeering and trafficking. He was found guilty on 2 counts of prostitution with the Jane girl and Cassie. But the Mann Act is somewhere baked in there somewhere. But hey, we'll see what the rest of the day what goes on the rest of the day. But I'm shocked that they didn't get him on the racketeering. I'm shocked that they didn't get him on the racketeering. But hey, what do I know? Hey, I'm not an attorney. I'm not a law expert, but that was a shocker. That was a shocker. So everybody, be safe. I know a lot of you, this is your last day. Probably going to be taking the rest of the week off for the 4th of July holiday. Hey, July starting off with a bang. July is starting off with a bang, everyone. So thank you all for coming out. Love you all. Peace and blessings. I'm going to get ready to get on up out of here. And we're going to head on over to New and for the bond hearing. So everyone, peace and blessings. Take care of yourselves and each other. And I am out. Thank you all. And remember, don't let nobody tell you where you can or cannot go. You paying your own internet bill, you go where the hell you want to go. Peace and blessings. I'm out.
Ooh, I get on my VI. Coming at you live, I mean we just don't want no stress. We just roll up the pine and ride, indicator blowing up like some mega men, dodging all you chicken heads. Did you hear just what I said? Our destination is the hood and we quickly come away.
I remember trapping late at the store, had no idea what I was in for. Just me and my nigga, supplying fiends, broke as hell, but chasing dreams. See, it may seem like we can't come up, but we're a team. Nino, keep your head up. From sundown to sun up, I'm a hustler, gotta get my gun up. I'm quick to tucker. We had the muscle for crack position. Niggas didn't want to let us roll, had no intention. Not to mention, we had to shoot it out, lies of a lynching. Had you hiding out, but now we riding out in the Delta, trying to grind it out without no shelter. You should have seen us serve them niggas like a waiter. Indicator.
Ooh, I get on my VI. Coming at you live, I mean we just don't want no stress. We just roll up the pine and ride, indicator blowing up like some mega men, dodging all you chicken heads. Did you hear just what I said? Our destination is the hood and we quickly come away.
Now we were tight, like Mike and Pip. Rob a nigga, that bet not slip. See, I'm equipped with a 9 and a dope bomb. I've been trapping so long, people call me dumb. Where you from? Straight from the deck. But shit is real, you got to ride with your tech. We stole big boy's car and got our strip on. We got the rims, the music, and the cell phone. Then we would drink till we fell out. If bitches don't fuck, they got put out. And you didn't sell out, crook up the jury. I paid your way out, gave you the fury. Yeah. Fools know we real, cause they tap us. Niggas know we own, cause they shop with us. Just show me a team that's greater.
Ooh, I get on my VI. Coming at you live, I mean we just don't want no stress. We just roll up the pine and ride, indicator blowing up like some mega